Well, good Saturday morning and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. And I hope your weekend is off to a fantastic start. Nifty one here in the mid-Michigan area. Happy because the farmers market kicked back into gear here in Midland. I think it did a little while ago, but made it over there this morning to the Macon Bacon truck for my ceremonial first bacon burrito of this summer. So hopefully your day is starting off as well with that. A couple of good mornings to get to. Gary says good morning. Hey, Gary. Got a couple things here for you at the store. Corey. Hey, Corey. Good morning and happy Saturday to you. Mike says hi, and we say hi back. Morning to Mr. T, as well as Jeff over on the east side. Morning to you. Derek. Hey, Derek. Good morning, man. Thanks for being here. Ann says happy Saturday and passes that along as well. Happy vinyl weekend to Danny overseas. Danny, that's correct. We've got some international audiences, which is really cool. Yep. The Macon Bacon truck at the Midland Farmers Market is always a good go-to, man. I'll tell you what. John, good morning, and thank you for being here as well. Okay, so not a whole lot going on today, but that doesn't mean I can't talk for 15 minutes straight without a problem, or so my family tells me. So we'll be able to kick into that just as easy. A few things I want to cover after I get that out of the way. Sorry about that. With some new releases and upcoming releases and the record show we've got coming up on Wednesday night on YouTube, if you have a chance to check that out as well. Good morning. Oh, Chandran's there. Good morning, Chandran. Thank you for being here. So we'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about new releases. There was a few hefty ones that hit yesterday, and by hefty, I mean both in the amount of vinyl and in some cases price-wise, just to keep us on our toes. Had this conversation with a couple of folks yesterday too. Sorry, I think I need another haircut, guys. The price of vinyl is going up, both used and new, and I think the used is due to demand, but the new is A, demand, but B, the production costs seem to be going up, and the base cost just for making vinyl and shipping vinyl and producing it. We're seeing a creep of a couple of bucks here and there, but in some cases, a good chunk of change, and we'll just kind of ride that out and see how that's going to play out down the line, but I think it's just one of the things we're going to have to deal with in the probably long term, I think, as far as prices go. But when I say that because some of these things are just freaking cool. Here was released yesterday is a 3-album set. I'm sorry. So nope, 4 LP set from Mick Fleetwood and Friends, a tribute to Peter Green. Peter Green, again, one of the founding members of Fleetwood Mac, along with Mick Fleetwood. And this is just an absolute star-studded new-ish concert. This was recorded in recorded at the London Palladium on the 25th of February, 2020. So just before everything hit the fan, they knocked this in. So they had been working on this and releasing it, and I've put together just a phenomenal show as we've got here recorded. It is an all-star cast of one-of-a-kind concert honoring the early years of Fleetwood Mac and one of its founders, Peter Green. A 4 audiophile vinyl of the full concert on this includes liner notes with Mick Fleetwood and Anthony Boza, live and behind-the-scenes photos from the concert and rehearsals in there. So when we say star-studded lineup, who do we have on here? Well, you've got Neil Finn, Noel Gallagher, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, David Gilmour from Floyd playing guitar in here, Kirk Hamlet, Johnny Lang, great blues guitarist, Andy Fairweather, John Mayall, another phenomenal early Brit blues guy on here as well, Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac, let's see, Jeremy Spencer, Zach Starkey, which, if that name sounds familiar, I had to be reminded of this, is the son of Ringo Starr and a great session drummer as well, but has been, I think what Todd was telling me, has been playing with The Who for a while. Pete Townsend, speaking of The Who, is there, as well as Steven Tyler from Aerosmith and Bill Wyman also in there from the Stones. So just a phenomenal group of musicians coming together just before the pandemic shut everything down. The price tag does get a bit hefty on this. It's a 4 LP set for $70, but still a ton of very, very cool music. Katie Gleason, how are you this morning, dear daughter? Welcome for being here. Danny's, yes, wow, indeed. Okay, another live one that dropped yesterday was the Pink Floyd live at Nebworth, recorded in 1990. So this is a Roger Waters-less Pink Floyd, and they are performing, a lot of great Floyd stuff. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Gilmore, David Gilmour with, heck here, am I doing? Nick Mason, I don't know why I couldn't remember that, and Rick Wright on here. So everybody from Floyd except, well, of course, Roger. We know why, but they do some great stuff on here. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Great Gig in the Sky, Wish You Were Here, Sorrow, a little bit later on there. Money, then they kick it up with Comfortably Numb and Run Like Hell from a very famed concert in 1990 at Nebworth. One of these were opened for quality control purposes, as is usually the case. So what we're going to do is, coming up on Wednesday's record show, our Wednesday evening show on the YouTube's there, we'll do an in-depth review on this, and I might show off some of my other live Floyd collection. I've got a little bit of a problem when it comes to that, as most record collectors do. But this should be noted, by the way, that it is a double LP set. Comes with a really cool book that we'll show off on Wednesday in the review as well. But it is a 45 RPM. This is right in the front. Remixed from the original master tapes, heavyweight 180 gram pressings, 16-page booklet, and cut at 45 RPM. All right, I get it. 45 RPM is supposed to sound a lot better. These old ears, maybe not so much, but 45 RPMs can be a bit of a pain in the butt anyway. So we'll check this out again on Wednesday. Just tune in Wednesday about 7 p.m. Eastern-ish, and we'll do a more in-depth review of that as well. Joe says, oops, saw Floyd in Detroit in 1987 and 94. That is way cool, Mr. Pesh. Wish I could have. That's always been on my list. I never got a chance to see Floyd. Had a chance for that and never followed through on that. Katie, yes, I do. We'll talk, kid. Pat says good morning as well. Hello there, sir. Thank you for being here. This isn't from Friday, but we do have it on the shelf. It's from about a week ago, rather. It is John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band, a double LP reimagining reset of this. The Ultimate Mixes is what this is called. It has got 11 album tracks plus an extra LP of 11 outtakes, completely remixed from the original multi-track tapes on this. So this is that full album. We get the ring light out of there. The full album from John Lennon and Yoko Ono for Beatles collectors. We do have one of these. And again, a little thick. It's at the $70 suggested retail price. New yesterday for you punk fans out there, we got the new Dropkick Murphys. Turn up that dial. This is on Coke Bottle Green vinyl. Looking around on Discogs, there are a lot of different variations on this, but I had to enter in the indie exclusive Coke Bottle Green vinyl, so I'm not certain how many of those are showing up out there, but you might get yourself a cool one, and it's just some great punk. We look at the back cover there. These guys just know how to kick it into gear and then back it up and kick it into gear again. So check out Dropkick Murphys as well. We've got a lot of those in the store and good to go. Also released yesterday was the new one from Carrie Underwood. This is an album of gospel music called My Savior. This particular version is on white vinyl. Hype sticker says featuring 13 inspirational songs, and kind of a nifty little picture of Carrie on the back singing, but double LP. And if you are into her music and you want something a little bit different, this is kind of a cool one to go. We sold a couple of those. I'll talk to our friend Bill hopefully later today to see what he thinks of that. Also new yesterday, a Royal Blood Typhoon's the name of the album. We have got this on limited edition translucent blue vinyl. And from a week or two ago, some country music, speaking of that, this is the Eric Church. He released 3 albums in quick succession: Heart and Little Ampersand and Soul. My understanding is that Heart and Soul, not the and, but Heart/Soul, available as separate albums to stores like ours, but they have been back ordered like crazy, and Soul was the only one I could get. The Ampersand, the in-between album, the And, I guess is something that was only available from his website. So go figure. If you want all three, I guess you're going to have to get that. I'll do a little more research on this, but he's been pretty hot of late as far as getting some cool albums out. We've got one copy of Soul. I Got No Heart right now. Insert dad joke there. There we go. Okay. Now, if you noticed yesterday in the vinyl drop video, we had a lot of great stuff, and a lot of it has moved, but we do have a lot left. I'm going to get to another thing. Now, last Saturday, you guys know that I did a little surprise vinyl drop. Not going to do that today, so to speak. All right, I need you guys to hang on for 2 seconds, all right? This is what is funny here, so don't go anyway. Don't go away. I will be right back. If you need, I'll hum a little in the background. Just a minute. I'll be right there. Somebody's at the door. Don't go away. This is what happens.
I wanted to surprise you.
This is what happens when you leave the door locked on a Saturday. And this is what happens when you go live on a Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, daughter Cato is here for a quick visit.
I wanted to surprise you.
But I locked the door, so.
Were you surprised?
I was. She's texting from out there, so that's where we go. For those of you that don't remember, this is Katie. Her daughter lives down in the Lansing area. Obviously has got the day off from the radio station today.
No, I got done at 8.
Oh, you got done at 8 and just hightailed it up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now she's live on here with us as well. So say hey, Katie.
Hello.
We're getting a couple highs. Hello. So
I was stopped at the light up there, and I was like,
you weren't going to make it. And Blue is here too, by the way, for a little while, guys. I don't know if you can't see Blue, but there's Blue. Blue is saying hi for a little while as well, for those of you that want to say that.
Want to become famous?
Okay, Mr. Spammer, we'll get right on that. We'll get there. We'll delete your thing right now. This is where we're going. Tiffany says hi, Katie. Let's get a couple of these in and then we'll talk. Jesse is saying hi as well. Wow, we're getting some spammers, guys. We'll go through and block all of these people as well. Blue, yes, and Blue is here. Okay, so yesterday's drop video, and now this is going to be a little embarrassing because my daughter is here and I've got to talk adult records. She's an adult now, though, so hey, oh, there you're my girl, Blue. Yesterday's drop video, we had a small collection of what are best themed as adults only LPs. And I wanted to give a little explanation. They're still here, by the way, for those of you that are curious about that. One of them is from a group called Doug Clark and the Hot Nuts. Now, when I say this is from the summer sessions. This is from 1966, and this is a funk band, adult comedy music. Now, when I say adults only, by today's standards, these are pretty much lame. You think of what's happening in a lot of today's music. Oh, there's no songs listed. This is basically just a lot of innuendo comedy songs that the 14-year-old boys and us all would probably enjoy. You might as well. Funny. It is funny, but you can probably get in trouble for some of that today. But if you're still allowed to have a sense of humor, you might get a kick out of something like this. But it is pretty much just it's just adult innuendo, suggestive type stuff set to some really cool think like a Dirty Blues Brothers type of thing like that. The other one that got a little more was this album. We'll have to bring this up. I've got my double Zuck heads on there. Yes, that is actually censoring something on there. This is from Billy Devereaux and the Devils, Naughty Songs of Sex and Sins for Adults Only. And this is pretty much the same thing. The dirtiest part of this album is the cover from Laugh Records, but this is the same thing. It's just kind of like live lounge, jazz, comedy, suggestive innuendo stuff. So that's some cool stuff we've got on the shelves. One final thing, we're going to be closed on Tuesday, May the 4th. So I was going to say May the 4th be with you, since we're not going to be here. We still have a copy of from last year's Record Store Day of the John Williams and Sophie Mutter Across the Universe as well. Thanks, Jeff. Had to get your calculator out to remember that one, hopefully, right? And Steve says, hi, Katie. If you're unfamiliar with this, this is a really cool rendition of some of the John Williams themes from Star Wars. Some of the more important ones, Princess Leia theme, Luke and Leia, Yoda's theme. But what's kind of cool about this is that it's black vinyl. and it's going to be tough to see, but it's got an etching on the back, which is an etching of the Death Star. So since we're not going to be here on Tuesday, I thought I'd play this today, and we'll say I have a May the 4th be with you on there as well. So one final note, I'm over time. We're going to get open. Obviously, the doors are locked.
They were
last week. Last week, we did that special surprise drop on Saturday. And as I said, I'm not planning another one.
I was a little while. Surprise drop.
Katie's the surprise drop. You were? No, you're kidding. Oh, that's a joke. So what I've done, though, instead of a surprise drop, because we are going through, guys, we're going through so much used vinyl here. We're working overtime pretty much to keep up with that. So instead of doing another drop video, I just basically put about another crate's worth of stuff out into the general population. So
be here, lose out.
It's nothing huge. There's no 80s metal. There's no big high dollar stuff that went in.
Or is there?
No, there isn't.
Or is there?
No, there isn't. I'm going to be upfront here. There is not. It's a lot of common stuff, but a lot of affordable, good rock. We've just tossed it into the shelves to try to keep them full. So you want to come in and do some digging, please feel free to do so today. There is some cool new stuff floating around in there as well.
Oh, and I'm fully vaccinated, so you can lick the doorknobs.
There's my kid for you guys. I don't know where she gets that from. All right. So on that, Jeff, man, drop. That's the Hanson song, isn't it?
Drop.
There we go. Danny, yep, you have a great weekend too, Danny. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. When you're here, swing through Dow Diamond, grab yourself some food truck goodies from the Make and Bacon folks, or hit the farmer's market, so to speak. We're open from now until I turn the lights on out there till 6 p.m. today. Open tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Closed on Monday and Tuesday. Back at her again next week. Next week, by the way, don't miss the Wednesday show on YouTube, the record show. We'll review that new Pink Floyd, and we'll have Ken on talking about some new releases. A couple of big ones next Friday, 2 T's. The new Van Weezer album is coming out. It's not a cover of Van Halen songs by Weezer. It's their tribute to Stadium Rock. So that'll be out next Friday, as well as a new Amy Winehouse collection of Amy Winehouse at the BBC. We will talk about that as well. There's Blue saying, hey, you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you next Saturday from Radio Wasteland here in Midland. Thanks again for being here, folks.